Hello again, everyone. This is Tina.
And I'm Lauren.
We're from Elle Salon, and we want to give you another idea on a makeover. We have Joan here, and we're going to show you some ideas, and we're also going to show you the new series that we have, the Illuminating line for the summer. So Lauren has already primed Joan's face, and we put some foundation on. She actually mixed 2 of the liquid foundations, which you can do with this line, because some might be darker, some might be lighter, so you can custom blend them to match anybody's face.
I put them on a board just to make it a little bit easier, and I started from the inside out, and I also took it down just a little bit because she does have fair skin. She has that Irish in her, so the redness will kind of come out. So just kind of going all over, going down just a little bit, blending everything. And then also, because she does have normal to oily skin, I'm going to be using the Youngblood mineral rice powder. What rice powder does, takes out any oiliness.
I also want to add, for a more mature skin, we have an eye illuminating cream that helps to fight fatigue under the eye and brighten up your eyes. So we can use that before we prime and use foundation too.
As you can see, I'm putting this on and it's taking away all that oiliness, which is really nice. It's also great to put in your bag just in case if, you feel like you got a little bit of oiliness throughout the day.
For touch-ups.
Yeah, for touch-ups.
We also have, for more mature skin, we have a cream to powder foundation. So if you don't want to have to use the liquid foundation and then use the powder afterwards, you can do the cream to powder, so it will give you that finished look after you apply it. And that's good too to carry in your purse, and then you can touch up at night or whatever if you're feeling a little oily.
Now I'm going to conceal her eyes. Go and close your eyes, Joan. And this is going to help make her makeup stay on a lot longer. Also, it's not going to crease, crawl, or move. Do the other side as well.
And if you notice, Lauren's using one of our concealer brushes. We have a brush for everything in the line. So we can accommodate you for foundations, for eyeshadows, for applying anything. We have all different kinds of brushes that you can get.
Go ahead and open up your eye. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit underneath. Yeah. There we go. So we're going to be giving her a nice summer glow for her eyes. I am going to be using Aura. Take my fluffy brush. Has just like a little bit of shimmer to it, but I don't want too much because I want her eyes to be kind of matte looking. I'm going to put this first color on.
Now the eyeshadow that Lauren's using is a compact color. You can buy them in single compact colors, or you can get them in a quad that has 4 colors that come together.
And then what I'm doing is I'm putting it in the middle, in the corners, and blending up into the brow bone. I want it nice and even. Okay, and then I'm going to use Cocoa to cut her crease, and I will show you what I mean by cutting crease. I'm just going to kind of take just a little bit of a small dome brush, flick it out just a little bit. I'm going to go in the crease, lift her eyebrow up, I'm going to plant that in there. We're going to go with her eye shape, so we're going to go a little bit rounder, and then flicking out. And I'm using windshield wiper movements and then also circle movements to blend. Going up over your eye.
Using a blush compared to using an applicator, sponge applicator, the brush helps you to blend it a lot better. So then you can add a little bit more if you have to, and it just gives it a nice, softer, blended look. Same with the foundations. The brushes help to give better coverage. You can spread it better, because if you use your fingers to apply things like foundation and stuff, your oils in your fingers will kind of make it melt later on in the day.
Same thing with the eyeshadows as well. If you use your fingers, you're going to get oily residue on them, and then it's going to be really hard to use them because you'll see like your fingerprints on them. Just going back in just a little bit more with the cocoa. And what you can do is just kind of blend it out. So we're going to go in an upward movement. Same thing on this side. Go and close your eyes. Just using something just a little bit darker. Yep. And this look actually is a nice day look and night look. It's nice and soft. Go ahead and look up for me. I'm going to put just a little bit underneath her eyes. And we can also use just a little bit more eyeliner as well underneath there. I'll show you that later.
And for a soft day look, you don't even have to put liner on the bottom. Just using that shadow gives her a little bit of depth, as you can see. And then when you put a little mascara on, it'll make her eyelashes pop there.
Alright, and then I'm going to be using the Illuminator Duo, and I'm going to put it in, okay, go ahead and open up your eye, in her tear area. Kind of feels a little weird, but this is going to give your eye, it's going to open a lot.
Now it's going to make your eye look a little bit wider and open by doing it on the inside of your lid. And then in the corner, it adds a little highlight to brighten up your eyes. Now this pencil is one of the new in the line for the illuminating line.
Alright, now I'm going to take my angle brush, go and close your eyes. We're going to put on some eyeliner. And we're going to go all the way into the tear duct. And just look a little bit that way. Same thing on this side, all the way to the tear duct.
Now here Lauren's using our cream liner, which you apply with a brush. We also have pencils too, but this just gives a nice smooth finish.
I like using gel liner versus pencil, because like what Tina said, it does go on a little bit softer.
And the color that she used is Shell.
Okay, and then I'm going to put on just a little bit of mascara. Okay, and close your eyes. Do that 360 motion and rock a little bit to get in there. It's going to help lift her eyelashes to make them a little bit more fuller as well. Go ahead and open up your eyes. Just got a little bit right there, just smudge it. And on the bottom, just kind of rock the mascara in there. We don't want too much on the lower lash. And I'm just going to go really quick over her eyebrows.
Youngblood also has an eyebrow kit that you can get. There's a blonde,
Medium,
brunette, and dark, and it comes with tweezers and a brush that you can apply it with. There's a powder and kind of a gel to help set the eyebrows, but it just helps to give it some shape, to fill in any sparse areas. Looks good.
Alrighty, and then I'm going to be using the Tropical Glow. You can either apply it with your fingers or a brush, and I'm going to be using a brush. Just kind of going in.
And the Tropical Glow is one of the new illuminating cream blushes too.
It almost has like a little brown base to it, which is really nice, and some golden flecks in there. We're just going to go right on the apples and blend. Right on the apples and blend, and then I'm going to use my finger just to kind of...
So again, for more mature skin, that's nice because it gives you a dewy look instead of looking too powdery, so it'll give her a little shine and brighten up some spots and highlighter and stuff. You can also use these blushes too. There's different colors. There's a champagne that's a little bit lighter that can be used as a highlighter on the cheekbones. You can use it under the brow bone.
You can go down the nose, right here. Just go in the areas where the sun hits. So like on your chin, nose, cheekbones, right above your brows. But we don't want too much because we don't want to look like a disco ball.
Very light.
But
just
very
so
light.
The light reflects off it.
Alright, and now we're going to do the lips. Alright, and I'm going to be using Pout. Alright. When we do the lips, you want to line them. You want to start with your Cupid bow first. So we're going to make a V for victory. And then we're going to go down. I'm going to round it just ever so slightly because she does have a little bit of a thinner lip, and we're going to make the illusion of her lips being a little bit thicker.
And by using a liner first, it helps if you have any bleed from the lipstick. Some people tend to bleed out from the lipstick, so this is going to help keep everything in place and help your lipstick and gloss stay on a little longer.
Especially if you're doing red. You want to make sure that you line your lips. Alrighty. Tina gets a applicator for me. We are using the Tango. It's also in their new collection. Very beautiful. I know it looks really bright. Well, when it's on, it just looks so pretty. Also with her skin tone, it's going to look great.
Some people might be afraid to use these brighter colors, but for summertime, if you don't go too heavy with them, and this is a nice light shade, and sometimes if you feel like it might be a little too dark, just put a little gloss over it and it will help change the color or just soften it up or make it a little more shiny. That's good.
What I want you to do is kind of mix it all together. And this is a nice beach look. She can just, you know, go out on the town and she looks nice and summery.
I think she looks 10 years younger.
Awesome. Looks great. Now if we want, we could put a gloss on it like she said, but I think this looks really pretty alone.
Definitely.
And that is our summer look with Joan. Alright, we're back here with Joan. This is her after look. All these products that I used today, which was the Youngblood, can be purchased here at Elle Salon.